and Detroit leads by 2. 3:10 left in the half. Craig Sager warming up in the bullpen. He'll be along at halftime. All the other NBA news of the night for you. Jordan lays it up and in. Nicely done by Scottie Pippen to get him the ball. We're tied at 39.
A smart play. They took advantage of Dumars overplaying Michael Jordan. Obviously a set play called by Doug Collins during that timeout.
Vinnie Johnson for 3. Got none. Got his own rebound though. Saved it to Aguirre and a whistle.
They're going to call the foul, but he was pushed. But again, when Vinnie Johnson shoots the ball, you must screen him off because he'll hit the court when he knows he's not going to make the shot and go after it. Well, watch again as he's going to go up to the shot. Scotty, see, he turns. Now, if he screened him off, Scottie Pippen gets this rebound. He didn't screen him off. Vinnie was able to knife by him, get the rebound, and pick up the foul.
There is no force out anymore, so you have to either call nothing or the foul. And the foul was the call. 2:41 left in the half. Game 3 of this series doesn't occur till Saturday afternoon in Chicago.
And again, an advantage for Chicago. They can play very hard in this ball game and know that they're going to finally get a chance to rest, and it really plays against the Pistons. What the Pistons need is to play basketball games against competition. You can scrimmage all you want in layoff time against each other. It's not the same. They need to continue to play, and they're going to have 3 more days off before they play again. Not good for the Pistons.
Who lead now 41-39. Vinnie Johnson a 12-point quarter. Vincent finds Michael, banks it up off the glass. He's got 10, 4 in the quarter. We are tied at 41 with 2:25 left. Detroit just looks out of sync.
Well,
they're tied and against a good team, but they don't look like they've looked previously.
Well, when you don't play, Skip, that's going to happen to you. You can't get the same type of cohesiveness when you're playing against yourself.
Dumars will shoot 2. The old continuation play. Cartwright's second foul. Hodges has 3. Paxson has 2. For Detroit, Mahorn has 2.
I guess this is a case where being so good hurt them. Sweeping both of those series.
But it doesn't seem to bother the Lakers, does it? Dumars makes the first.
But of course the Lakers haven't had as much time off as the Pistons because that it was a quick
series. The other
series
were winding down.
It'll hurt anybody.
Dumars makes 2 more. He's got 9. 43-41 Detroit. 2:05 left till halftime. Sam Vincent up the floor.
2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Vincent finds Grant. He fumbles, gets it back to Scottie Pippen. 8 on the shot clock. Good Detroit defense. Foul though on Rodman as he gambled on a steal. 1:48 remaining in the first half. Rick Barry, Skip Carey from the Palace in Auburn Hills. Pistons lead the Bulls 43-41. Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Final. Chicago leading the series 1-0. They won 94-88 on Sunday. Grant continues his good work. 9 points, 10 boards. He's got a double-double. 43 all our score, a minute 42 left. Dumars, good move, but it was partially blocked by Pippen, then tipped in. Pistons by 2 with a minute 25. Doug Collins with play instruction. Vincent drew the foul as he missed. A 2-shot opportunity. Coming up at halftime, the Prudential Halftime Report. Craig Sager is in our Atlanta studios with news on the NBA's most valuable player and coach of the year. The latest on Rick Pitino's visit to Kentucky. Our old buddy, Super Scout Marty Blake on the lottery picks. Who will go where? All that at halftime. Marty will tell a few jokes, too. I'm sure during the halftime.
Yeah, Marty's got a few stories. And Marty is never at a loss for words.
Most of those stories have been stolen from his friends, but that's another story. He's a good guy. 45-43 Detroit. It's a 1-point game with 1:15. Isaiah is fouled. He'll shoot 2. Again, they drive him to the hoop.
And all the Piston guards looking to do that, create opportunities, and they've gotten to the free throw line a considerable number of times more than the Chicago Bulls. And this is what's really kept them in this ball game.
If you'd have told me before the game that with a minute left in the first half, the Detroit big men, their entire front line would have scored 11 points, I'd say they were down by 20 again. But instead, they lead by 1, and that is the case. It's been all the back court.
Well, they've got to get a happy medium somewhere. They had the guards disappeared in game 1, and now the front lines disappeared.
Cartwright returns to the Ponderosa, and Dave Corzine goes out.
Here comes the 20th free throw for Detroit to only 8 for Chicago, indicative of the fact that Chicago has not been getting to the basket quite as frequently as the Piston guards have.
Less than a minute in the half, 46-44 Piston. Sam Vincent in control. Into the lane, drops it off nicely. Off-balance shot is good by Grant. Boy, he's having some game.
Well, Horace Grant's going to be an outstanding player in the NBA, as well as Scottie Pippen. Offensive foul right there. Good call.
Not much doubt about that one. So now Chicago can take the lead with 41 seconds left. Vinnie Johnson about to come right back in.
Number 15, Vinnie Johnson checks back in.
Dumars goes out. That was his second foul. Vincent across the line. You see the time remaining in the first half. Anybody's game at the break, that's for sure. Pippen drew the foul as he missed. Will there be a goaltend? No. But there is a foul. Vinnie Johnson is called for the foul.
Number 15, Vinnie Johnson. That's his second penalty.
Good shot to take because they're going to get the ball back. They get 2 possessions to 1. If they had held the ball a little bit longer, then the Pistons could have played for the last shot. That's just playing the percentages.
Corzine in, Cartwright out. They play offense, defense. Pippen records his 9th point, first of the quarter. And the Bulls have the lead again, 47-46.
Scottie Pippen lines up way behind the free throw line. I don't know why he does that, because you're never going to get to the same spot every time like you can when you put your foot right up against the line. And that may have been the difference between him hitting the front rim and making the shot.
Thomas against Vincent. I'll give you the time on the shot clock. It is now 10. 5 and a whistle. Illegal defense, technical foul, Detroit shoots. Doug Collins not too thrilled with that.
Number 15, Vinnie Johnson shoots the top.
Vinnie will shoot the tee.
He's claiming that what happened is one of the Detroit players with the player with the ball and faked to make the pass, and that caused the man to make a move to go to double. When he didn't make the pass, he was out of position and was trying to recover to go back.
Charles Davis checks in. We're tied at 47, the 13th tie of this first half. Scottie Pippen out. 10 seconds left. Detroit will have all of it to get the lead, and yet another whistle.
Davis fouling Rodman, who was making a cut to go to the ball. Now, why you would do that, I don't know. If anything, I would want Dennis Rodman to cut and go and get the basketball, because I would want Dennis Rodman to shoot the ball.
That's right.
Why stop him and deny him getting the ball?
Craig Hodges, despite the 3 fouls, checks in here, as does Paxson.
Well, again, that's your offense-defense strategy, hoping that perhaps Craig can get a three-pointer off. Not many three-point shots by the Bulls in this game, and they've been shooting quite a few, especially in that series against New York.
John Long checks into the game for Detroit, along with Dumars now. Long started his career here and is winding it down in a Detroit uniform.
They might say he's had a long career.
He really has a long career, and certainly has. Go to your room. It's 48-47 Detroit. 49-47. You see the time left. And guess who's got the ball? Good if it goes. He drew a foul.
Yes, Earl
At
Stroud
the buzzer.
called the foul.